News has come out recently that Bethesda's entry into the digital card game space, The Elder Scrolls Legends, is officially no longer supported for future content, meaning that players will still be able to download the game, play online, and collect monthly rewards. But Christian Van Hoos, the game's community manager, has stated on Reddit, new expansions and other future content, however, are no longer under active development. They even went on and pretty much scrapped the latest update that they were supposed to have later this month, unveiling new cards and whatnot. Does this mean that the game is pretty much dead? Well, even though they didn't straight out say, never again, it's hard to think that they try to revive this at all, at least anytime in the near future. The Elder Scrolls Legends originally released in March of 2017 and has earned, pretty decent review scores over time. I think on Steam it's like a 7 out of 10. Personally, I enjoyed the game for a couple of months upon launch. I played it casually and even uploaded a couple of YouTube videos on it showcasing gameplay and other tutorials. I thought it was pretty neat with the inclusion of different card lanes, but eventually I did drop off the game. It wasn't anything drastic that made me stop playing, like lack of content, balance issues, or even monetization problems. As of the nature of YouTube Let's Players and reviewers, it was just time to move on to the next thing. But the same can be applied to casual gamers in a sense. You play a game, you beat it, you get bored, and you move on to newer games. You don't even think about it. This is a live service, and they need people to keep revisiting it and replaying it to make money. Even the most hardcore Bethesda fans I knew wrote the game off as just another online card game. It's a tough space to keep an audience in. You really have to have an existing audience and or reputation or something that just really stands out from the rest. Just off the top of my head without researching, I feel as though the top players in this genre are the Pokemon Online Trading Card Game, Magic the Gathering Arena, Hearthstone, and most recently Gwent from the Witcher series, but I haven't really gotten to playing that one, except in the game of course, even though it's drastically different. And what do these other games have? Well, if we take a quick peek at them, you can see the appeal, right? Pokemon has charm, reach. The property has been around super long, right? Magic the Gathering Arena has a huge card game reputation, and they're just killing it right now online. They're killing it. Hearthstone has presentation and entry level. Content is spewed out on the regular. They have tons of people backing it. I think, honestly, Hearthstone is probably the top because live streamers, people making videos, people love watching them do it. The RNG is crazy fun, as unbalanced as it is, right? So, why did the Elder Scrolls series fail as a card game? Well, Elder Scrolls is known for a great depth of story and lore, and this is just my pure opinion, and feel free to let me know your thoughts on the subject below, but I feel like the game just wasn't pushed as much. After the first couple of months, no one even talked about it. I never saw any advertisements about the game. It was kind of like a one and done type of deal. I would mention the game to my friends and they would go, oh cool, they wouldn't check it out. They were huge Hearthstone fans, Magic fans, but they just didn't care about a Bethesda property. An Elder Scrolls game being a card game, it never appealed to them. But me, I tried all sorts of games, so I tried it out and I like it. I just feel as though not a lot of people gave it a go, and even if they did, it just didn't hook them as much as, let's say, the flashy style of like a Hearthstone did, Even when the official Bethesda Twitch would showcase the newest patches and events, it wouldn't gather as many viewers as they needed. I think whenever I saw the game and they were pushing a new event, it was hovering around 100 to 400 people, which, in its own right is okay, but I think even though the game felt like a sort of solid, balanced game, it was really bland to look at. There was a ton of gray and brown. The board looked just okay. The whole game itself, you know, when you zoom in and look at the art styles, they're great. You know, they're cool, but as an overall package, it just looks very typical. Nothing stood out. They eventually did port the game over to mobile devices with cross-play, but I guess that didn't help it much. Those who are looking to dive deep into more Elder Scrolls content could just replay the older games, or even the latest game, Skyrim, gets released all over the place. What's the latest release? On Switch, right? Or they could even jump into the MMO. The Elder Scrolls Legends wasn't a catastrophic failure like Dota's Artifact was. Rest in peace. That game had potential, but oof, dead into the ground. That's a story for another day. But it just didn't do anything to stand out from the saturated market that the card game digital online space is already. It's pretty niche as well compared to first-person shooters, battle royales, and RPG games. And, you know, as much as I love playing primarily PvE with online card games without having to worry about other players, PvP, BM, waiting for their turn, waiting for disconnects, I'd just rather spend my time playing, being engrossed in a large, adventurous world, leveling up, customizing weapons and loot, and going on grand quests that span hours and hours that build upon an epic story that I'll remember for years. Maybe Bethesda will have better luck with the Elder Scrolls 6. Needless to say, it was a nice idea, but it didn't work. It just didn't work. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It helps a lot. If you haven't already, subscribe for daily videos. Make sure to check out my secondary YouTube channel. There's a link down below for all the Let's Plays, and come by the Mixer live stream. There's a link down below. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on why the game failed. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.